Welcome, everybody, to the official GCW LockDown 2025 press conference. We're coming off a very hot GCW Money in the Bank pay-per-view with a lot of very exciting things happening. Now, we are going to be on the road to LockDown for the next few weeks, and we will have quite a few very big matches on the road to LockDown. And then, obviously, we will have the LockDown pay-per-view. So, first of all, I want to go through the matches that we have booked for the road to LockDown. First match being Roman Reigns teaming up with his Bloodline Firing Squad member, Jacob Fatu. And they will battle the team of Seth Rollins, Mr. Money in the Bank, and the returning Jon Moxley. Unlikely team here between Rollins and Moxley. Their most common thing is the hatred for Roman Reigns. And I think this is going to be a very interesting match that we're going to be seeing here on the road to LockDown. Then the second match on the road to LockDown is going to be Jeff Hardy's Judgment Day. Jeff Hardy will team with Finn Balor and Damian Priest in a six-man tag against a team of G-Man, Will Ospreay, and the Rated R Superstar Edge. We obviously have seen the return of the Antichrist, Jeff Hardy, at Money in the Bank, forming alliance with the Judgment Day, taking back control of the Judgment Day. And there's obviously a lot of history with Edge and Jeff Hardy, and G-Man obviously in there as well. So this is going to be a very interesting match on the road to LockDown. Then the third match on the road to LockDown is actually going to be a LockDown cage match. So we're going to have the first LockDown cage match on the road to LockDown. And the Bloodline is going to put the Trios Championships on the line against the Blackpool Combat Club. Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Pac. Now, we've seen the WrestleMania match ended in a way that it shouldn't have ended. And with the debut of the firing squad of Roman Reigns, we didn't get a clean finish. So this time we're going to be holding this match inside of the LockDown cage. So I'm very excited to see this match happening. We obviously have seen the Blackpool Combat Club make their return at Money in the Bank, foiling Roman Reigns' wish to get the Money in the Bank briefcase. So this is going to be a very interesting match here on the road to LockDown. And then the fourth match on the road to LockDown is going to be a GCW Tag Team Championship match, but we're going to be announcing that within the next few weeks on the road to LockDown. Okay, we'll move on to the main LockDown pay-per-view card in a little bit, but first off, we have Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins.
It's about time, isn't it? Money in the Bank was quite the, eventful night. Finally, I'm holding the golden ticket to the championship that has always been avoiding me. Quick shout out to my old brother Mox for the assist. No matter how many times you stab me in the back, Roman, you know I'll always get back at you. And then I'm watching the main event, thinking to cash in this bad boy. But who do I see? Good old Disciple John. Looking killer, brother. Kind of like the new attitude, too. You know, it's never too late to patch things over and stand by the side of your Messiah once again. We got it all now. I've got the briefcase. You found your killer instinct. Just imagine the heights we could take this to this time around.
All right. So our Extreme Champion over there approached me, wanted to do something special for the LockDown pay-per-view. He thought it was time to bring back the Cage of Death. And I said, hell yeah. So then I went on and figured out who to put in that damn cage with our boy Willie over there. I was right there ringside when Brock Lesnar and Gabe Kidd raised hell with each other. There is definitely some unfinished business there, so I decided to put these two in. Also, I was pretty damn impressed by the pain tolerance and performance of Jacob Fatu in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So he's in as well. Then obviously we saw the return of Jon Moxley. You can't have a cage of death without good old Mox, am I right? So at the LockDown pay-per-view, it will be Will Ospreay putting the GCW Extreme title on the line inside the cage of death against Jon Moxley, Jacob Fatu, Brock Lesnar, and Gabe Kidd. I was not joking when I said I'm going to become the best at this style as well. To this day, I'm haunted by what's happened at Extreme Rules. Either I become the best in the world in this style, or I'll die trying.
Hey, crying about your fucking loss you took a year ago. Fucking pussy. You know what my problem is? I'm an absolute fucking madman. I'm fucked in the heck, and you just decided to voluntarily lock yourself in a cage of death with me. That makes you the dumbest fucking idiot alive, William. And Beast Bitch, I know you're watching. The name of the cage of death is going to take on a whole fucking new meaning because I'm going to murder you in that bitch. Also, Commissioner, you bald-headed fuck. If you're scared of my fucking way, just one more fucking time, they might as well duck a fucking grave for you and Brog together. You fucking hear me? Fucking rats!
Alright, I have a big announcement for the Cruiserweight Championship, which is going to be defended on the LockDown card. Now, Mike Bailey has requested to defend the championship against all three of the competitors that advanced in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament. So we are going to be having a fatal four-way match for the Cruiserweight Championship at LockDown, where Mike Bailey puts the Cruiserweight Championship on the line against Ilya Dragunov, Rey Mysterio, and Rey Fenix in a fatal four-way match. And in the main event of LockDown, we will have a LockDown cage match. 4 years in the making since the first one, being G-Man's debut match in GCW. We'll have G-Man put the GCW World Championship on the line against the Antichrist, Jeff Hardy.
It's becoming more and more apparent to me that this was always destiny, G-Man. 4 years ago, I beat you in your GCW debut match inside of the LockDown cage. At this time, it didn't mean much to me, but now that I look down upon the world from 25,000 feet above, I can see it all. Back then, I didn't see that you'd become a powerful man, but the universe saw it, and it chose you to become my way to godhood. Power corrupts, G-Man, and we see what it has been doing to you. But don't worry, the weight on your shoulders is simply imaginary. At LockDown, it's gonna vanish, because your part of the story has always been being a temporary fallen king that will give rise to the Antichrist.
I don't know what you got in that fucking joint, Jeff, but it seems like the real good stuff. Actually, you know what? I don't even think it's that. Because it seems like everyone comes walking right back in here with the same attitude lately. Kenny, Brian, and now you. Let's face it, you're all part of the old guard. You all look at me as this rookie that just got lucky and is just enjoying his few months in the sun. No. This is my locker room now. A lot has happened in the last 4 years. Where were all of you when Roman and the Bloodline were running roughshod around here, huh? Nowhere to be seen. You know, fighting that war has probably taken years off my life. So I'm gonna enjoy the privileges that come with having won it. I'm not the underdog anymore. I'm the man here now. I'm on top of the food chain, and I'm definitely not just a part of your story, Jeff. Honestly, the chances of me being the ending are way higher. I don't want you to sit there and look at me while getting it twisted, Jeff. The reason why you came back for one night, not even having to wrestle one match, and are already getting a shot at me and the GCW championship isn't because of Vince, and it's not because of the fans, it's because of me, because I've been gunning for the chance to run it back with you. After all these years, you haven't changed a bit, and guess what? After all these years, I haven't forgotten what you did to my cousin. So at LockDown, I'm gonna return the favor properly this time. 1,000-fold! And after they're done scraping you off the canvas, you can start a whole new story in the Trios division, bitch.
Hello, this is William from Ringside News Magazine, and I wanted to know, we see quite a few big matches on the road to LockDown here. So Roman Reigns, for example, is featured twice on the road to LockDown, but not on the LockDown main card. What are the reasons for that?
Okay, that's a good question. We plan to have one big match every week on the road to LockDown, and when you're booking matches like that, these matches are going to be coming out by themselves, right? So we got to look at like people that are able to draw in an audience, because we're just posting that one match per week, right? And Roman Reigns has been doing great for us lately, has been our biggest draw. And on the LockDown main pay-per-view card, we already got matches, for example, like the Cage of Death, which is going to be able to draw an audience. The Cage of Death has always been quite good for us. So we're spreading out the matches that can draw a little bit better. And then on the LockDown pay-per-view main card, we can have matches like, for example, the Cruiserweight Championship, which is a match that we highly believe in, but it wouldn't draw in an audience by itself. So this match can be on the card with a Cage of Death, and potentially, the Cruiserweight division will get some more eyes on them. So that's a reason. And Roman Reigns, the Trios Championships, obviously are able to draw by themselves on the road to LockDown. So this is why we've booked them for the road to LockDown. And like I said, 4 matches, 4 weeks of matches. And then after the final week of the road to LockDown, we hope that we can already post the LockDown pay-per-view. So there will be no big gaps in uploads or anything here. So this is just kind of like our strategy heading into the road to LockDown and the LockDown pay-per-view itself. I hope that answered your question.
So we've seen 3 matches announced for the LockDown pay-per-view. So I wanted to know, is there going to be more matches added to the pay-per-view? And we've seen JTM, for example, make his big return at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view show. Like, what can we expect from JTM, and will he be at LockDown?
So yeah, there's definitely going to be additions to the LockDown card that we will find out on the road to LockDown. We're probably going to be having around 4 to 5 matches. The LockDown pay-per-view is set for 1 hour, like it was in previous times. We obviously held it the last time in 2021, and that was an hour show. So we're going to try to go for an hour. So we don't want to overbook it too much, because, we want to be able to give all of the matches enough time. And JTM, yeah, this is an interesting question. I don't really know yet when we will see JTM. Like, it's been kind of hard trying to get a hold of him. It seems like there's a big shift in character in JTM, and we'll just have to see when he shows up. I mean, yeah, I can't promise you that he will be at LockDown, but, I would say the chances are definitely high that he will be there.
So I wanted to know if, coming out of the LockDown pay-per-view, like, what can we expect next in GCW? What's next after LockDown?
So yeah, pretty close after LockDown, we're going to have the first ever GCW Cup, which will feature 16 of the top names in GCW going into a tournament, and the winner will become number one contender for the GCW World Championship. So we will have 8 first-round matches, then we will have 4 quarterfinals, 2 semifinals, and then obviously the final with the winner going on to challenge whoever may be the GCW World Champion at that time. And that is what we will have coming out of LockDown. So, yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for the press conference here today. And we will see you all very soon on the road to LockDown and then the LockDown pay-per-view itself. Thank you very much.